Did you see that video I sent you? Where that woman was dog walking that guy.
Oh, yeah, that BDSM.
And slapped him. He's like, oh, honey, that's too hard. That's too hard.
That BDSM.
She's like, sit down, dog. And he's like, okay. He puts the bit back in.
Honey,
that's
BDSM,
hilarious.
That
I don't know why I thought of you.
Cody, that's another.
I know that's your thing.
That's my. I'll beat some ass. I ain't even gonna lie. I'll beat your ass, dog. Like,
Here's the thing. Why aren't we going into this business model?
BDSM?
Yeah, why haven't we delved into this?
Because people aren't ready. Okay.
People aren't ready.
Okay,
for
I
what
think this is
deliver.
the most maturest way I'm gonna be right now. Like,
Okay.
BDSM, because I feel like it's a lot of mental health shit going on.
Oh, for sure. I don't think that's
Before
the
you
healthiest.
get into BDSM, I tell anybody, study it, because you don't know if you're sadomasochistic,
Masochist, yeah.
whatever, or whatever, masochist, made whatever, shit, or what is it? BDSM has different. You don't know if you're a dom,
Right.
you don't know if you're a sub, you don't know if you're both.
You don't know if you like inflicting pain, and you don't know if you like receiving it.
Yeah, because I'm
Because
one
Grace,
that
you're not a receiver.
Hell
You're a
no.
giver.
I couldn't, because I'm honestly say I had met my match, and I had to, but I had to tell him he has to, when he first here we go. I just recently, God, why we have to go down this? I just recently.
We don't have to.
Well, we can. I just recently, I just recently got out of a sexual situation. I'm gonna call it a sexual.
Because it wasn't a relationship.
In his head, it was.
Okay.
And in his head, he still thinks it. Cause and he has two girlfriends.
Rightfully so.
Okay. So okay.
Yeah.
So basically, when I met him, he had a girlfriend,
Right.
and I'm respectful. Okay.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, when you're done with this situation, let me know.
Right.
All right. I didn't know that he was into all the theatrics I'm into. You know what I mean? Like I'm into some shit.
Right.
I'm dead ass. I'm into some shit.
Like
so
cooking for the man and stuff.
oh yeah, I'm
like
very
that.
catering, boo. I'm talking about
Yeah.
when it's time for that ass to get whooped. Somebody getting their ass whooped, it's for damn sure ain't gonna be me. So when I got to know him, we started being intimate. He has the whole set. I call it the slavery kit. He got a whole, excuse me for using that word, but God, ain't no other way I could describe that shit. It was like he had a whole plantation. Shit, I was like, God damn.
He was ready for punishment.
He was ready for some corporal punishment. He had like the bull whip. I said, this some shit from the 1800s. I'm talking about like he
Rusty hooks.
Man, look, I said, hey, no. Like, I'm not doing, no, not me. Not I.
I'll use that for you.
Yeah, but not for me.
He's like,
but
now, Grace.
But the thing about it was
a little bit of compromise.
And he tried, boy. He did.
He's like, I want to beat your ass.
He tried
with all the care in my heart
to complete submission. He tried, and I'm telling you, like, I had to warn him. I'm like, look, because I didn't.
If I start swinging,
yeah,
and
he
you
knew.
go unconscious.
He knew, and the thing about it was, you have to know your own strength. He's a big old guy, and he was a little too rough. Like, he hit too hard, and I'm like, yo, it was getting to the point I was getting like. Put your damn hand down. Like, I don't like all that. And then he was going into other ventures that Grace don't do, Grace don't want to do, Grace don't want to go there. And I have been respectful the whole time. Like, hey, I don't do this.
You got a list?
Oh, honey, I got a big list what Grace don't do.
Yeah.
But
anything you won't do.
I'm gonna put to you like this.
To someone else.
Put it like this. Okay, let's just say not to be. Okay, I don't know.
A lot of lists of things I will not allow someone to do.
Okay, if it's anal. You can't have no third stick big as a horse thinking that's going to go where no man has gone before. It ain't happening.
For sure.
You understand what I'm saying? It has to be a sensible penis for me to and his shit wasn't sensible. You understand me? I'm being
sensible.
dead. Man, no, I'm dead ass. Like,
I want to see this contract.
Like,
I want to see the verbiage
like this man,
in this contract.
I'm telling
hilarious.
you, this man was hung. Like, I'm not lying. And I'm
cool.
like, no disrespect, but like, he wanted to go where no man has gone before. And I said, look, Scotty.
Jesus.
You could do that with them other two women, but not with me. So.
Yeah, yeah. And he was like not taking no for an answer.
Oh, he tried. So basically, he started liking me and I started liking him.
Yeah.
And I was telling him the same thing I'm telling everybody else now. I was teaching him you have to know what BDSM you're into, because he didn't know if he because I ain't gonna say where he going, but he going another way that I ain't fucking with. Yeah. So point being, I go to his house and he invites another girl over there. He ain't my boyfriend. Let me clear that up. He's not my boyfriend. He had a girlfriend, and I don't know. Two. He's got two now.
Yeah.
Man, he had that girl hung up on like a cross. I went up there. He had a whole crucifix. I swear to fucking God, I'll take a picture. He took his TV off the wall and made
to hang her.
Man, she was hung upside down. He was beating her feet, beating the fuck out of her. Like, oh God, couldn't be me. He said, and he's like, I like you and I love you, and somebody has to take this punishment. And that's when I'm like, I couldn't be with him.
Yeah, well, I think that was.
Can you see
that's
my
a
fat
good
ass
hard
leg?
life?
Hang up on no, for real. Everything. No offense to him. Like, he's a sweet guy. I mean, he would make look. I told him that 2 years. I said, give me 2 years. The only reason why I said in 2 years, because he got the girl pregnant. You get what I'm saying? Like, now it's a baby coming. Like, I can't, no disrespect.
You don't want to jump in on that.
I ain't getting on that. Like, y'all go figure that out. And in 2 years, a baby can change a lot of things. You might end up marrying that woman. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm not, and I think that was the deal breaker for me. But the point being, he liked me, and I think he would have been a great husband if he knew where his sexuality with that BDSM was going, because he was too rough for me. Like, I don't play all that. I play that with you, but you're not gonna play that with me.
Yeah,
you understand? Like, I would do it, but I got limitations. That's what I'm saying.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm limited.
Do you lose respect for a man?
I think anybody will lose respect for it. And
when
come on now.
When they want you to inflict the pain.
No.
You don't?
No.
Do you respect him more?
Hell, because he's honest.
Is that true?
Yeah. I beat the honesty out their ass. To complete submission. To complete motherfucking submission.
Grace, you know what's funny about having podcasts with you?
What is it?
It's like the demographic I think we might hit is always ends up like taking a right or a left turn.
Right, you never know who you're gonna get.
We don't know who. I don't know who is gonna actually gravitate to these podcasts.
I'll give it a shot. I love it.
I kind of know which kind of guy does.
What I want, you know what I want to. You know what's so crazy? I always meet men that want that, Cody.
Really?
I'm gonna tell you.
All right. Well, what's like a common characteristic?
You would
soft spoken, quiet.
So strange. You know how like everybody has a certain type of person that they get that attracts them?
Sure. Yeah.
Like it could be like not being mean. It could be a skinny dude and he's not attracted to big girls, but big girls come to him and that ain't what he want.
Right.
Okay. Opposite for me. I get a man that would be on TV, like always either get a guy that look like a football player or their profession is either a scientist or an engineer, like something in scientists or engineers. Mm-hmm. And they be the freakiest ones, like scientists or engineers. Like they went to school and they're
intellectual.
Dude, like professions, actually they be working like at SpaceX. Like I'm dead ass, like into science. And
are they like really tough guys?
They exterior be.
Right. Got it. And so they put on that tough guy front enough.
Yeah.
And it's not really.
They usually come to me like, okay, like the craziest thing, like I ain't gonna show nobody because I'm respectful. I get a lot of blue ticks. I'm gonna show you because I had a dude hit me up there.
What's that mean? Oh, like people with
famous
blue.
People.
Got it.
I had one famous dude the other day. He sends me his third wheel for no reason.
What's that mean? His third wheel. Oh, got it. Jesus.
Just for no reason. He wants me to beat his ass. Like.
He sends you a D pic.
Yeah, he's a famous dude. I'm going to show you who the dude is and everything.
But the hopes is you'd beat his ass?
Yes, he wants me to beat him. Listen.
I don't understand how that goes together.
I was just, you know how you like pictures on Instagram? I got it. I'm not going to show it on here because I got to respect the dude. But no lie. Cody, I was just liking, you know, we like celebrity stuff. It was a celebrity. I was like, oh, I like that. And he was like, oh, what's up, cute face? I can't follow you, but here's my phone number. He gave me his phone number. I'm like, all right, cool. He's like, I can't because, you know, my profile's private. I'm going to change it so y'all can follow me. But he was like, I'm gonna call you. So he called me. I called him or whatever, and he was this like, I'm into A, B, C, and D, and I want you to. Can we say
one of
it
those
on here?
letters? You know, it's more fun to like hint around at it.
Okay, he wants me to run through a back door and beat his ass for running through the back door. If it makes sense. If you can't put that together, I don't know what more to tell y'all.
Well, you know what? Don't say anything more because that's a visual right there.
Get your ass out that. Don't run your ass to that back door. Why'd you run through that back door?
Is it like a lot of like childhood scenarios? It seems like that kind of stuff would be like childhood scenarios, like you didn't come home. Like this is the scenario. You didn't make it home after baseball practice on time, and I'm angry.
Yeah, he wanted me to beat him. Like one wanted me to throw eggs on him.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
You remember that one?
Yeah.
I think he's a singer.
Okay.
He sings backup sometimes for other people, sometimes. And it's so strange. I get a lot of celebrities. And I said, okay, I know if I really do comedy, my life going to be hell. Cause I was so shocked that this person hit me up. And I said, yo, I live in the ghetto. Yo, I live in New York, ma. You know, I fly you out, like willing to fly me out to beat his ass into complete submission.
Okay.
And I'm like, I said, I need some motherfucking money. Like,
yeah. Got per diem on that flight?
Yeah, man. No, he was going to cover everything. Like, cover everything.
I mean, there's a lot of money in that. Grace.
I know, Cody. I know where you're going.
And then let's be honest. That's actually a legitimate job.
To be a mistress, I get it all the time. Cody.
No, not mistress. Is that what they're called?
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to make it sound good. Doing a horrible job.
Nah, it's fine. It's because
what is it?
I don't want. Let me tell you what's so weird about me. I will want somebody to be like me, but you can't be rough. You cannot be. You be too rough for me. I'm gonna cut you. Like I'm gonna fuck you up. BDSM. I don't want that rough shit.
Mistress or that's not the term, right? What is a mistress? Different types of mistresses. Yes, mistress. The mistress-slave relationship explained. The majority of us have grown up in a world with imposed rules and regulations, and by following said rules, we're being respectful towards authoritative figures, institutions, and each other. The term mistress in the BDSM community is oddly similar, but in the intimate relationship that exists between a dominant and a submissive, or a master-mistress and slave. Note, in the BDSM community, the M is mistress. The M in mistress is often capitalized, whereas the S in sub or slave is not. This is a form of respect towards the mistress. Grace got that capital M. What is a mistress and blah? A mistress in the realm of BDSM refers to a female dominant. The male version is called a master. In this kind of relationship, a consenting male or female submit to each to being under full control of a mistress. But what exactly does full control mean? Being under full control means that if it's a lifestyle choice, something that is followed 24/7. It's when a mistress controls all aspects of their submissive or slave's life. There may be exceptions, however, such as when a sub or slave is at work, but the majority of the time a mistress requires her sub or slave to perform
I used to make him wear a chastity on his dick and take a picture of it while he was at the computer. He used to have to put a lock and key on his pelvis. Like I used to make him hit himself. At work.
What do you get out of that?
Money. Money.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, like that. I mean, but it's weird because when I go on POF, dude, Plenty of Fish, they come at me like rich. Maybe I'm talking a little too much, but it's like I can't find no look. Listen. I want a meaningful relationship. Oh God. But I guess because I got these Dolly Parton titties and the way I be dressing, they come at me like flies on shit. I just want a normal relationship. Can't. Please. Like, I done had men, craziest thing, I done had somebody try to send me pills so I can be milked.
Okay. Milked.
Like he wanted me to take pills to lactate.
Oh, shit.
Like, that's why I said there's certain type of BDSM I ain't fucking with. Like, nah, you would have to pay me a shitload of money to do that.
A dominatrix, on the other hand, is a woman who wants to train a slave.
Yes.
But doesn't necessarily want it to be a full-time lifestyle.
I've been
Cake and eat it too, right?
I've been a mommy mistress.
For example, a professional dominatrix is a mistress who will take control of a sub or slave for a certain period of time. As the sessions progress, the mistress will help them to become stronger and more obedient. Sessions. That's interesting. Dominatrixes can play with and dominate their client or subslave in such a way that pleases them during the scheduled time, after which the subslave is left to their own devices when a session is complete. Oh, okay. So so a mistress, just a plain mistress. Oh, shit. Okay. Then there's something called a mommy mistress, which could be considered age play or a kind of humiliation.
You asked that question, didn't you? Did you not say you asked?
Yeah, a mistress may order their subslave to dress up as a little boy or girl for sissy play.
No, I didn't do all that. I didn't do
so
all
not
that.
The age stuff.
No, I did mommy stuff, but not like dressed him up like a kid. Like
right, dressing up a man in little girl's clothes.
No, I don't do that. That's like
making sure that they're as girly as possible. No. For example, is a form of humiliation. The mommy mistress will teach their subslave how to behave and two can reward or punish them.
Like I would do it in like for example,
hold that thought. This is the last one. There's also a queen or goddess mistress, which is when a subslave adorns and cherishes their mistress at all times. It could be in ways that make their mistress's life easier, like cooking and cleaning, or it could include acts of body worship.
I didn't have that. I get that all the
time. Subslaves in this kind of relationship see their mistress as a queen goddess and aim to serve them. Okay, well, that's a lot of interesting stuff.
Yeah, but I don't do it professionally. It's just weird. Like, I just always...
You do it as an amateur.
I don't even... The thing
is... A lover of the activity.
I'm going to tell you what made me run into, like, what made me do that. Like, when I was, like, 21, and I was, like, on some hard-ass times.
Yeah.
I was living in Arizona.
I was
living in Phoenix at the time, and I worked in a building. I was working at a call center. I was working for... I ain't gonna say the place, never mind.
Yeah.
And this corporate guy, I've always been I'm just gonna be straight up. My titties have, I be straight up. That's what very well endowed up there. And I've always had rich, certain demographic of men come up to me, and he was like, "Look, I want you." He threw some money at me, and I was like, and he's like, "Do you know how to do this?" I said, "Yeah," I lied. I was like, "Yeah, that's good." He paid for a suite downtown Phoenix. Made me beat the living shit out of him. Like,
wow.
I beat him. Like, for example, like, he liked me to torture him. Like, he would, for example, he would tell me how he would want stuff. And, let's say if he wanted to do his job, he has to, like, back then he had a computer where he did all his quarterly reports.
Right.
And I would have to overlook everything. And if there was a punctuation fucked up, I would have to beat him.
Okay.
Like he wanted me to punish him. He would find ways, like, for example, if I'm like, go get me a water.
Yeah.
And he'll, like, in the hotel, he'll leave the refrigerator door open. Because I'm dead ass. I don't like doors open. Nobody does.
Yeah.
But he would leave the door open for me to say, he would do shit for me to punish him.
That's what I was going to ask. Do you think he was, like, doing things to, like...
That's what he wanted me to do.
See if you catch it?
Mm-hmm.
So he was doing shit on purpose.
Yeah. Kick him in his foot. One time I had to kick him in his mouth. Like, he was like... And I think that helped me with my anger because I would go home fucked up. One time
you went home and slept like a baby.
I kicked him in his chest one time. Blood came out. I ain't even gonna lie. I kicked that motherfucker as hard as I could, and I did.
White guy.
Mm-hmm. That's where it started. Like
ratio of white guys to black guys that are into this. Way more white dudes, right?
Not all the time, but the ones I ran into, that's what really got the door open. But I didn't have people, like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, one time, I had a dude pay me $500 to watch him piss in a cup and drink it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Wow.
I just had to at a grocery store.
Hey, I really want you to watch this.
Yes, and he would.
And you're like,
come on. I did. It took my money and went home.
Thanks. See you tomorrow.
No, I was
hopefully
like,
not.
And I said, you gonna call me next week? And he would do it every week, and we do it at different places. That was an easy 500. Sorry.
No, I mean, that's the easiest 500 you could ever make.
And I didn't have to do shit, and I'm like, drink it all. And he started gagging. No, you don't understand. I made that motherfucker drink it. And I said, you better not throw up. I'll kick you in your fucking mouth. Sorry.
Now, was that, were you told to say that? Or was it, you just were in that situation? You're like, you know what?
If you think of,
I'm going to go all in.
Yeah. That's what you're supposed to beat their ass into complete submission.
But you only knew about that because of that one experience in Arizona.
He taught me a lot.
Before that, you had no idea about that world.
That wasn't even, like, could I professionally do it?
Do you think that you actually enjoyed it?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you think...
I'm sorry.
Do you think that before that experience, the first time, that was something that you actually wanted to do? It had never crossed your mind.
It never crossed my mind. I've never seen it before.
Right. And then it happened and you were like, I guess I could keep doing it? Or you were like, I'll just do it for that guy.
Let me tell you something. If you have a lot of built up anger and somebody pays you to beat their motherfucking ass without you going to jail, listen to me.
Oh my God. I ain't got any more questions. I understand.
I remember, my funny point was at Food for Less, and the cop rolled up when the man was drinking. Like, he didn't know what the man was drinking. And he was over there gagging, and I said, throw up. And the cop was like, what are you doing? I'm like, you know what I'm doing. Because I was when I'm in that mood, I ain't cutting it up.
So you disassociate?
Hell yeah. The cop was like, and he was like, because think about it, we're in an open space.
Yeah.
He's behind in the dark, and I'm just standing there, like, sitting in a car, looking at him, talking to him on the phone. You know what I mean? Like, drink it. You know what I mean? And the cop was like, what
I know
are you
exactly
doing?
what you mean.
And I'm like, you know what I'm doing. You see what he over there doing. And this is before they had body cams.
Okay.
The cop was like, what the fuck? And he was like, y'all ain't got nowhere to go. And I'm like, do you want to join in? What was he going to arrest me and tell his boss that I wasn't?
She's got mind control.
Yeah. I said, you can stand here and watch. And he's like, fuck yeah, I'm going to watch. And he sat with me and watched it. And I said, watch him. And if he throw up, give me your billy club. He said, no, I'm not doing that. I said, all right then.
Now, was this officer young?
Mm-hmm.
Nah. He wasn't Officer Young.
No, it wasn't Officer Young. No,
right.
I said, was he young? Yes, he was a young officer. No, that wasn't Officer Young. Yes, Officer Young, sweetheart.
So, I don't know why I keep asking these questions. But, all right, so, I had a, damn, what was the question? Oh, so when you disassociate, right, do you have a name that you request to be called? Or do they call you something?
They'll call me something, and if I don't like it, I hit them in their mouth and tell them to do better.
Come up with a better name.
That's the fun part.
What's a name you've hit someone for? Master
Peaches. Mistress Peaches.
You should punch anybody who suggests that.
I sound like one of them crackhead strippers at the fucking Barbary Coast to you. And
Mistress Peaches.
Yeah. And I said, when you go to work tomorrow, explain to your boss how much of a pitiful fucking soul you are. He went to work and did exactly what I told him to do, and they sent him. You know how they make you go on a mental health evaluation?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had to go talk to
a mental health professional.
And I said, you better tell that doctor that you're happy and you're in a healthy relationship and you believe in God and he's going to help you get through your troubles and you need 14 days off paid.
Jesus.
And I said, if you don't do it, I'm going to be in that parking lot.
Oh my God.
I used to go up to
wow.
Well, you want me to stop with the story so I can stop?
No.
we can talk about something else.
Well, we got some cookies to review.
So, we'll talk about the cookies.
You want to eat some cookies?
Sure, I'll try a cookie.
What's the name that you prefer?
It depends. It just depends.
What's one that you've gone to as of late?
Madam.
Just straight madam.
Madam.
That's a very...
my favorite part when I put that heel in his neck. And I say, if you cry.
God. The funniest thing about this is they want this.
I'm going to Ric Flair his ass. Baby, I'm going to put the sleep on you, baby.
Put him in the figure 4.
Woo! Woo, baby! Woo! I'm a Dusty Rose his ass.
Has anyone asked to be put in a figure 4? Or like a sleeper hold or something?
Somebody wanted me to DDT him. They had brought me a step stool.
A step stool so you can get some air.
Yeah. I tried my motherfucking best to knock his soul out his goddamn body so he wouldn't ask me dumb shit like that.
Oh, the DDT. I was thinking bulldog.
You could
DDT jumping off the stool backwards.
Yeah, but he wanted me to ladder match him. He was into some shit, man. I'm like, I'm going to do some shit he'll never ask me to do again.
TLC match. Tables, ladders, and chairs.
My favorite one is... no, I think...
So when I text you on the weekend and you're like, yeah, can't come over and podcast, you're literally having table, ladder, and chair matches.
Sometimes carrots. Carrots hurt like hell. If you take a carrot...
Don't finish that thought.
You crack him in the back of his neck. Like
with a carrot.
Yeah. Get the nice big ones.
Yeah, the big ones.
Yeah, you want to get a good grip on a carrot, knock the fuck out of them. Because think about it. You want to... When
you can eat the murder weapon.
Police come and ask, as if they call the police on you, like,
he just eating a carrot like Bugs Bunny.
I make sure I make a roast that day, and I make him eat it. I wish he would tell the police I did some shit.
Wow.
I'll make him call on himself while I'm beating him. Tell the police how you unhappy with your life. I'm sorry.
No. What is that, like, unhappiness, though, in most of these people's lives? Like, what is it?
I mean...
Is it that they're not doing what they want to do?
Yeah. Sometimes it's like that to me. I mean, in my opinion, the reason why I feel like most of those guys, some people have, it's a sexual disorder. It's sex. Like, you can bust a nut.
Yeah.
Excuse me for bringing that up, but let me find a better word instead of nut. Everybody's...
tons.
Oh, God.
Jesus. There's a few. You want me to give you some?
When you reach your gratification, it increases. Like,
oh, I like that.
That's your gratification. For example, you done did everything you want to do as a gentleman in that bed for your lady.
Right.
And, you make all this money at home and all she do is lay on her back. She stopped doing what she's supposed to do.
Right.
It makes you start... Think about it. You work long hours at work. You come home. You're just trying to gratify yourself, or you want to be treated a certain way, and they got something to do with your teenage life. You probably didn't get it in like you want to. I mean, some people want to have one of the greatest gratifications. Some people get off on pain.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I mean, it's a fine line between pain and pleasure,
and it mixes. Because I'm gonna make sure you, man. Look, I had that one man. I have to make sure they don't have a heart attack because I asked medical questions. I had one went in a cardiac arrest once.
What happened?
I took a wet rag and was just beating the holy hell out of him. We were watching Steel Magnolias.
That's my mom's favorite movie.
Not no more. And
oh God! Julia Roberts drinking orange juice in the kitchen.
Yeah, his favorite part when I was taking that last whip when they were in the salon, and Sally Fields was like, they were talking about how her daughter was dying, and in the graveyard scene, that's when he had that heart attack at the graveyard scene when she was crying like she lost Shelby.
Yeah,
that's when he went into cardiac arrest. When I did that one hit, and she was crying, "No, I have Shelby. I don't have any." Clap. I said, "Nah, motherfucker, get up. Nah, nope. No, I hit everything." Motherfucker started foaming at the goddamn mouth. Bitch, not today, Satan. Get up. I called 911. Thank God I used a rag that day because it don't leave no marks in the... He made it by the... I called 911 like, hey, we were being freaky. And I said, you better tell them we was having sex. I was whispering the whole time he had a heart attack.
Yeah.
And he made it. He doing great.
Wow.
His wife...
I think that's like the only moment I can think of where I would be like, hey, no matter what happens here, you better tell them we were having sex.
Yeah, you better.
Usually every other situation, you're like, don't tell anybody we were having sex.
No, have sex. Because it's like, shit, a lot of great people, that's just like, what's his name? That black guy that died, God, why trying to think of
singer, actor.
No, he was a podcaster, and everybody hated the women didn't like him. Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
He was having sex and had a heart attack that day when he was sleeping with that nurse. That's how he died.
His girlfriend?
No, it was a woman that he was just casually screwing.
Oh, okay, got it.
And she was a nurse, and she was performing CPR. She was the one that called it in when he died.
Yeah.
And, he had a heart attack when they were getting it in.
Yeah, you gotta keep that heart in shape.
Got to keep that heart in shape.
You want to keep upping the ante here.
Upping the ante.
Got to stay on the bike. Get that cardio in.